Max was a happy dog. He loved to wag his tail, he loved to play fetch, but most of all, Max loved an adventure. He sniffed every corner. He explored every garden. Max was always ready for something new. One sunny morning, Max was playing in the garden. He dug holes. He chased butterflies. Suddenly, he bumped into something buried in the ground. Woof! What's this? Wondered Max. It was a box, a small wooden box. Max sniffed it carefully. He used his nose to nudge it open. Inside lay a rolled-up piece of paper. It was a map. The map had drawings of trees, a river, and a big red X. Max's tail wagged excitedly. He loved maps. This meant only one thing, a treasure hunt. Max grabbed the map in his mouth. He barked happily and ran off, eager to start his adventure. First, the map led Max to a giant oak tree. The tree stood tall and majestic, its branches stretching out like welcoming arms. Max felt a sense of excitement as he approached the tree, knowing that it held the first clue in his adventure. He circled it, sniffing the ground. The scent was strong and intriguing, leading him to believe that something important was hidden nearby. Max's nose twitched as he followed the trail, his curiosity growing with each step. Under a root, he found a bone. Max wagged his tail. The bone was old and weathered, but it was a significant find. It was the first tangible clue that he was on the right path. Max felt a surge of pride and joy as he picked up the bone. This was a delicious clue. He crunched on the bone happily and looked back at the map. The map seemed to come alive in his paws, guiding him to the next destination. Max knew he couldn't linger too long. There were more clues to find. Next, Max followed a winding path. The path twisted and turned, leading him through a dense forest. The sounds of birds chirping and leaves rustling filled the air, creating a symphony of nature that accompanied his journey. It led him to a babbling river. The water sparkled in the sunlight, and the gentle sound of the flowing river was soothing. Max felt a sense of peace as he approached the riverbank, knowing that the next clue was close. He saw a stick floating in the water. Max jumped in for a refreshing swim and fetched the stick. The cool water invigorated him, and he felt a renewed sense of energy. The stick was smooth and sturdy, another piece of the puzzle. This must be another clue, he thought. Max examined the stick closely, looking for any markings or signs that could guide him further. He knew that each clue was a step closer to uncovering the mystery, and he was determined to see it through. Section 4. A Slippery Surprise. This is the story of Max, a brave little Lego dog on a grand adventure. Max had been following a mysterious map that promised hidden treasures and exciting discoveries. Each step of the way, he encountered new challenges and surprises. The map then led Max to a muddy puddle. It was not just any puddle. It was the biggest, muddiest puddle Max had ever seen. The brown, murky water stretched out before him, and he could see his reflection wavering in the surface. Oh no, thought Max. I don't like mud. The thought of getting his paws dirty made him shiver. He remembered the last time he got muddy. It took forever to get clean. But this time it was different. This time, there was a treasure to be found. But he knew he had to be brave. Max took a deep breath and gathered all his courage. He couldn't let a little mud stop him from finding the treasure. With a determined look on his face, he prepared to step into the mud. He carefully stepped into the mud. Yuck! It was squishy. The cold, wet mud oozed between his toes, and he could feel it sticking to his fur. Each step was a challenge, but Max kept going, determined to reach the other side. Suddenly, Max slipped and fell with a plop. He looked around. The world seemed to spin for a moment, and he found himself lying flat in the mud. His fur was now completely covered in the sticky brown mess. But Max didn't give up. Right next to him, half buried in the mud, was a shiny coin. The coin glinted in the sunlight, catching Max's eye. It was a beautiful golden coin, unlike anything he had ever seen before. Max's heart raced with excitement. "Hooray!" barked Max. "I found another clue!" His tail wagged furiously as he picked up the coin with his mouth. This was the moment he had been waiting for. The coin was the key to the next part of his adventure. He was wet and muddy, but he didn't care. Max shook himself off, sending droplets of mud flying in all directions. He felt a sense of accomplishment and pride. The mud was just a small price to pay for the treasure he had found. He was having so much fun. Max realized that sometimes, the messiest adventures are the most rewarding. He played in the mud for a little while longer, enjoying the squishy sensation and the thrill of his discovery. With the shiny coin safely tucked away, Max continued on his journey, eager to see what other surprises awaited him. Section 5. Teamwork makes the dream work. Max continued on his adventure. The map led him to a tall fence. Max tried to jump over it, but it was too high. He whimpered, feeling stuck. Just then, a little girl with bouncy pigtails appeared. "What's wrong, doggy?" she asked. Max barked and showed her the map. The girl giggled. She helped Max climb over the fence. "Good luck finding your treasure," she chirped. Section 6. Treasure unearthed. A sweet surprise. Finally, Max arrived at the spot marked with the big, red X. He dug excitedly with his paws. Deeper and deeper he dug until he hit something hard. Max brushed away the dirt with his nose. It was a treasure chest. Max opened it eagerly. Inside, he found a mountain of delicious, colorful dog biscuits. Max's tail wagged so hard it was like a flag waving in the wind. Section 7. Sharing is caring ice cream party. Max was so happy. He barked and barked. Max, a cheerful Lego dog with a heart full of joy, couldn't contain his excitement. His tail wagged furiously as he thought about the fun day ahead. Today was special, and he knew it. The sun was shining, the birds were singing, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of adventure. Soon his friends, a playful puppy named Buster, joined him. Buster, with his boundless energy and infectious enthusiasm, was always ready for a good time. He ran around in circles, his little legs moving as fast as they could. Max and Buster shared a special bond, one that was built on countless hours of play and shared adventures. And a fluffy dog named Bella came running. Bella, with her soft, fluffy fur and gentle demeanor, was the perfect complement to Max and Buster's playful antics. She brought a sense of calm and balance to their group. Together, they made the perfect trio, each bringing something unique to their friendship. They saw the biscuits and wagged their tails excitedly. The sight of the delicious biscuits made their mouths water. Max, Buster, and Bella couldn't wait to dig in. Their tails wagged in unison, a clear sign of their shared excitement. The biscuits were a treat, a reward for their friendship and the adventures they had together. Max knew just what to do. He had a plan, a way to make this day even more special. Max was always the thinker, the one who came up with the best ideas. He looked at his friends, a twinkle in his eye, and they knew something exciting was about to happen. He shared his treasure with his friends. Max knew that the best part of any treat was sharing it with those you care about. He handed out the biscuits, making sure Buster and Bella each got their fair share. The joy on their faces was worth more than all the biscuits in the world. Then, they all went to the ice cream shop. The idea of ice cream was the cherry on top of their perfect day. They walked together, side by side, their hearts full of happiness and anticipation. The ice cream shop was their favorite place, a magical spot where all their dreams came true. Max, Buster, and Bella enjoyed a big bowl of doggy ice cream together. The ice cream was cold and delicious, the perfect treat for a warm day. They licked their bowls clean, savoring every bite. The laughter and joy they shared made the moment even sweeter. It was the perfect end to a perfect adventure. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the world, Max, Buster, and Bella knew they had created memories that would last a lifetime. Their friendship was stronger than ever, and they looked forward to many more adventures together.